This is Andrea for Sony Frumos, and today I will talk about the latest Tamron financial report. They once more proved that they can make money thanks to their innovative products. Also in 2022 they had quite a growth, and this goes thanks to a long list of lenses they made in the past years that are kind of unique, like for example the 28-75, which is very lightweight, very affordable, and still optically very good. It's sold in very high numbers. Or the 28-200mm E-mount lens, which is the lens I own and use for my hiking tours, because there is no other lens that gives you that kind of quality in such a small package, which is very important if you do hiking. Then there is also the 35-150 2.0 2.8, where they prove that you can do faster than 2.8 zoom lenses, like Canon, for example, is doing, and so forth. Let's walk into the financial number from Tamron, because there are a couple of interesting remarks. So they achieved the target for 2023 already in 2022. The sales increased both in terms of volume and monetary terms for them, with particularly strong performance in Japan and China. And when it comes to the forecast, why they expect the market of mirrorless cameras and DSLR cameras to remain flat, it will grow in terms of monetary numbers, which means that high value products are going to sell well in this market. That's where Tamron is going to focus. And what's more important for us as a rumor site, Tamron promised to release a minimum of 5 new lenses per year, which means we can expect a minimum of 5, maybe more lenses this year in 2023. Of course, not all lenses will be E-mount. They are also starting to make some X-mount and Z-mount versions. Maybe they will release lenses that are available for all kinds of different mounts. But still, I'm really looking forward to what Tamron will announce in 2023. I have no solid rumors or specs about any of those Tamron lenses yet. If you have any info, please share them through my email, sonyaforrumors@gmail.com. There are some rumors coming from other Chinese websites, so I don't know how reliable those are, but just for the sake of rumoring, let's read the list of those lenses. We got the 35mm 3.5, the 45mm 1.4, the 90mm 1.8, and 150-400mm 2.8 5.6. No idea if those lenses are really coming this year, or if the list is wrong or correct. For sure, there are a couple of lenses here that would be really interesting. What I can say is that I think that Tamron could be potentially the first company to release a constant 2.0 zoom lens for the E-mount system. I would love if Sony would copy the 28-70mm from Canon, 28-70mm 2.0. I don't think Sony will do it, but I think there might be a chance that Tamron is doing this. It's not just a feeling of mine. There are also patents hitting that they are playing with the idea to making 2.0 lenses. I'm now going through the list of lenses that Tamron patented, which is, by the way, no guarantee they will really make those lenses, but at least it's a proof that they're thinking about doing them. Here is the list of the lenses. I marked in blue those lenses that I personally found very interesting, like for example 20-50mm 2.0, which would be quite a standard to have, or a 70-130mm 2.0, which is a bit of not focal length, maybe too short, but if it would be like 70-150 2.0, that would be amazing. There is also a 135 1.8, which is a lens that Sony and Sigma are offering, but I think a Tamron version, if it would be more lightweight, more compact and more affordable, would be a nice addition. Then there is also a 200-800mm 5.6, which is also a very impressive lens. And in the APC segment, we also got a 30mm 1.8, which is also something that would be very nice to have. As you see, Tamron is thinking a bit off the box. I hope other companies like Sigma and Sony will also learn from it, so that they can stop being often a bit too conservative and too predictable and try to do something new, like Sony did, for example, with the 20-70mm G lens, which is a kind of lens I really like. It's a lens that I'm not going to buy, but I think it's the right direction for Sony to move on from now on, to still make some meaningful sales and earnings, to keep the E-mount system well alive and ahead of the other systems. One more interesting tidbit is that Sony is actually the #1 shareholder of Tamron. They hold 14.8% of the shares. So it's also good news for Sony if Tamron is making money. I don't know how much influence Sony has on the actually product development. I don't think they have it. But that's it for today. I'm happy for Tamron. I'm a happy Tamron lens owner, and I'm not sponsored by Tamron in any way, so I'm really convinced about what they're doing. So I'm very excited about the 2023 year with their 5 new lenses that are coming. I hope I will get some info about those lenses soon. Anyway, what I can tell you is that in my next videos I will talk about the next Sony cameras that are coming between March and June. So please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, because as usual you will get the news here first and no other place. So stay tuned and see you soon, folks.